put your hands together for America's teddy bear, the one and only Big Ike. Big Ike, come on.
Chucktown, make some noise. What's up? My name is Big Ike. I got a question. Where's that couple likes S&M? Ah, there you are. How you doing? Let me ask you a question. Does this turn you on? See me after the show. All right. Yeah, I almost didn't make it here today. I was running a little late. I got caught on the phone talking to a friend of mine who got fired from his job today. Yeah, it was bad. He got fired for stealing coworkers' lunches. But the sad part about it is he works at a fertility clinic. Yeah, he said the refrigerator had so many yogurts in there, he didn't think he missed just one. It's going to be that kind of show. I love this club, Theater 99, make some noise. It is good to be back here again. I tell you what, the thing that's great about Theater 99 than the other clubs I've been doing comedy at is there's no pat downs here. I tell you, all the other clubs I get patted down, patted down, patted down. I got patted down so thoroughly, it was more thorough than a hernia exam. The guy patted me down so good, I cried a little bit and said, "You're going to call me, aren't you?" I got patted down in another club where the guy patted down and he whispered in my ear, "Do you work out?" That was kind of a weird experience. Oh, I got stopped by the police. Any cops here tonight? Oh, there's some. We'll talk about it anyway. Yeah, Charleston has some of the, really beautiful female officers. And I found out something. In spite of the success of Lil Wayne's song, Mrs. Officer, that shit does not happen in real life. Check this out. I got stopped like in the song. I got pulled out of the car like in the song. Then I got to the part where she grabbed my pocket and said, "Do you have anything that's going to stick or poke me?" Me being the comic I am, I said, "Well, if you play your cards right." Could be. So I'm thinking we're going to get to the part where she puts me in handcuffs and puts her high heels on. No. The only thing I got was a knee in the groin and a face full of pepper spray. So I suggest don't do that. Well, I guess I can go talk about some Big Ike facts. Let's see. Let's start with this one. The amount of women I slept with, I can count on this hand. And before that, I pretty much had to count on this hand. Here's a masturbation break. Another Big Ike fact. I'm a notorious party crasher. I usually show up at birthday parties with a bottle of Jack Daniels and no shirt on. I'm like, "Yeah, where are the women?" Yeah, the management at Chuck E. Cheese doesn't like that. I was thinking about some of my favorite times of year, and I think one of my favorite times of year has to be Thanksgiving. And no, it's not because of the dinner either. I come from a crazy family. There's always some drama around the table, especially when it comes to the part where you talk about what you're thankful for. I asked my mom one year, I said, "What are you thankful for, Mom?" So she puts her cigarette out, takes a long drink from that brown paper bag she always carries around. Then she stands up and says, "I'm thankful that he's not your real father." Yeah, that was bad. So then I turned to Dad and I said, "Well, Dad, what are you thankful for?" Hoping that his answer isn't something terrible. And he tells me, "Well, I'm thankful that your mother's sister isn't stingy in bed like she is." Oh, it gets worse. I was just hoping somebody would stand up and tell me that they were gay. Then I remember Grandpa did that last year. Yeah, the state of South Carolina has really made a lot of strides. I'm really proud of the state of South Carolina. This year, recently, it made history and elected the first female governor, Nikki Haley. How about that? Okay, no fans of that. I don't know, I get a weird reaction. Some people cheer for it. Okay, there, got one fan. But I was thinking, you ever notice that two guys that run for coroner are never nasty to each other? I'm thinking about running for coroner just to change all that and have a little fun. You guys want to hear my political ads? Yeah. All right, here they go. Hi, I'm Big Ike, runner for coroner. Jim Davis says he wants to be coroner, but he's a terrible choice. Why? 2 words. Corpse fucker. I'm Big Ike and I approve this message. He'll probably come up with some commercial that says, "That's terrible. Big Ike wants to be coroner. He's not even a doctor." Then I'm going to make another ad that says, "Hi, I'm Big Ike, running for coroner. Jim Davis says that Big Ike isn't a doctor, and he doesn't understand why I want to be coroner. Well, the only reason Jim Davis wants to be coroner is because the ladies never say no." I'm Big Ike, and I approve this message. And he'll probably say something like, "I have never had sex with any of my patients, alive or dead." Then, of course, I'm going to make the coup de grace. My commercial that says, "Jim Davis says he never had sex with any of his patients, alive or dead. But just know this, whenever you lay your grandmother to rest, just know she won't be the only one that gets laid." I'm Big Ike, and I approve this message. I like you guys, man. That was a good reaction. Give yourself a round of applause. All right. Yeah, the state of South Carolina has also shut down a whole lot of the rest areas. And you thought dating around here was hard enough as it was. Where is a guy supposed to find his anonymous trucker sex now? Not that I was looking for any. So, somebody's tried the internet. Was you? Tried the internet dating? I tried internet dating before, and it's been tough, because I noticed that women just show have a close crop picture of just their face. Then they put their body type down as being athletic. Then you have to have this conversation. "So you're an athlete, huh? You're like a sumo wrestler or a linebacker or something like that?" Now, don't get me wrong now. I don't mind if a woman's a little plump, but just don't lie about it, because, hey, look at me, Big Ike. I can't get away with having just a picture of my face and having my body type is being athletic, because it's probably going to go something like this. "Hey, Big Ike, you're kind of cute. What does the rest of you look like?" Then I have to tell her I look like a Greek statue. Then she says, "Ooh, I like a man with muscles." Then I have to say, "Who the hell said anything about muscles? Just trying to think of a nice way to tell you I had a small penis." You guys have seen the David statue. But I'm newly single. Yeah, I just broke up with my girlfriend about a month ago. Oh, I hear a fan. All right. See me after the show. But I'm looking for a woman that's a keeper, a real keeper. You know what that means? One that sees me naked, doesn't point and laugh. Because, you know, before that, it was really hard to ask out women that I wanted to date. My best pickup line for a long time was, "Hey, think how much it piss off your boyfriend if you and me were to hook up?" Yeah, nobody ever fell for that one. I ran into a girl that I used to go to high school with, and she said, "Hey, I heard you're doing comedy. That is really great. You know, I had the biggest crush on you back in high school." And I said, "That's news to me, considering the rumor that you started." Because to this day, people still walk at me and go, "Bang, bang." I just want to let you guys know here at 3099, I did not screw that sheep. We just made out a little bit, and that's all it was to it. Hey, that's my time. Thank you guys for listening. I am Big Ike. Check out my website, BigIkeComedy.com. Mark, come on up.
Big Ike, keep coming for Big Ike.